There is a big problem in Indiana, and fans are finally turning against the fever group, Ophia Ornisons. If you thought the off-the-ball drama was just a harmless internet rumor manufactured by a few irate fans, you better wake up right away. We are currently witnessing a full-fledged fan uprising. It's a frenzied revolt against the front desk. A blatant public relations campaign to save head coach Stephanie White has just failed in the most disastrous way imaginable. The management is in a blind panic due to the shockingly low ticket sales. WNBA Pro Ophia is what you're seeing. We'll explain today why the Indiana Fever purposefully destroyed the greatest home court advantage in the history of professional women's sports. For the past 3 weeks, the Indiana Fever organization has been actively trying to force-feed the public a very specific story. They want you to believe that their new attack strategy is an artistic creation. They urge you to reflect. It is an unparalleled tactical expertise to move Caitlin Clark, the greatest point guard of her era, off the ball, slow down the offense, and completely alter the game. But the fans, those who actually buy the extraordinarily pricey jerseys, pay for the tickets, and drive television ratings into the stratosphere, just aren't buying it. The basketball education at Fever Nation is excellent. They can sense when someone is lying to them. What does a desperate front office do when the fan base starts publicly criticizing the head coach before the season even starts? Rather than changing their tactics, they try to sway the audience. Avoid attempting to become sporty. Simply be harassed. Well done. Well done. Yes. Yes, KK. Hurry up, yellow. Yes, tell them falsehoods, tell them lies. Hurry up. Fantastic cut. Fantastic cut. Just a few days prior to the start of the season, the Indiana Fever social media team literally uploaded a mic'd-up propaganda video of head coach Stephanie White. Watch this video carefully. Listen to what she has to say. Wonderful cut. An excellent mismatch. Let's proceed. It's absolutely vacant, yellow, so move quickly. Cheerleading is a generic activity. There is absolutely no tactical insight. What precisely did this video aim to achieve? I'll tell you exactly what it was supposed to do. The park is known to the front desk staff. The supporters are extremely agitated with Caitlin's corner tactic. They are aware of the harsh criticism Stephanie White is getting on social media. Instead of showing the fans a fearsome, dynamic, fast-paced offense in action, they released poorly manipulated footage in an attempt to present Stephanie White as the franchise's endearing, dynamic hero. They are trying to get acceptance. They are desperately trying to get your approval in an effort to make you ignore the apparent flaws in the offensive plan. But that didn't work out. It was a total failure. There is definitely carnage in the comments section of this specific video. The entire marketing department, the coach, and the front desk are all turned down. Let's investigate the true voices of the fans. Let's see what the real bill payers have to say. An angry supporter wrote this. Why does the Fever's entire public relations campaign seem to be centered around Stephanie White instead than the athletes that fans really pay to watch? Although I'm sure she's a wonderful person, she isn't the franchise superstar and people don't pay to watch her. I'm attempting to compel her to join the fan base. Once we observe the offense and how CC is being utilized, we determine whether or not she merits help. I'm getting iced out again, not parked in a corner. Put that effort into the product and on the court instead of attempting to create approval through endless propaganda movies. One comment completely destroys the Fever's entire PR strategy. But things get worse. Another fan summed up the feelings of millions of people by dropping the absolute hammer. Fans are not stupid. Give up attempting to force her to become a fan. Instead of parking in a corner and being iced out again, we decide if CC deserves support when we see the offense and how CC is being used. Instead of attempting to get approval, focus that effort on the product on the court. Through countless propaganda films. These aren't only online trolls looking for attention. They have a strong passion for basketball. They were the ones who watched the entire 2024 season. They watched as Caitlin Clark broke the all-time assist record while holding the basketball. They saw her outperform every other player in the league by pushing the pace faster, hitting logo threes, and handling double teams. They fiercely objected to a system that inhibits her generational ability in order for the coach to prove that she is the smartest person in the room. However, this rebellion extends beyond angry tweets and YouTube comments and is not confined to the digital sphere. This anger is having a detrimental effect on the Indiana Fever organization's finances. Okay, folks, Saturday is the season opener. May evening, Saturday. 1 p.m. I'll see you then. Yes. Don't get me wrong, though. The video appeals to me. Yes, I do. However, as of the latest check, I believe there are only around 16 or 1,700 seats left for a game that sold out very immediately the previous year. Let's talk about the terrible, undeniable truth of current ticket sales. This is the last proof that the fan rebellion is real. This Saturday is the season's opening night, which will be held in their Indianapolis building. When Caitlin Clark made her professional debut last year, the arena sold out in a matter of minutes. On the secondary market, it was almost impossible to find a ticket. To sit in the last row of nosebleeds, people were paying thousands of dollars, and history of sports. It was an unprecedented demand. Now let's fast forward to the present. A video of Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham pleading with fans to attend the game had to be uploaded by the Indiana Fever organization. The season begins on Saturday. Then, I'll see you. There are currently between 1,600 and 1,700 tickets remaining for the home opener just 3 days before tip-off. You realize how huge and embarrassing that front office failure is? Because of the Caitlin Clark effect, every opposition arena in the country will instantly sell out. It sells out when the Fever travels to Dallas, and it sells out when they travel to Los Angeles. But inside their own stadium, the Indiana Fever have managed to cool the hottest ticket in the world. They have really had to reduce the official ticket price in order to avoid the total embarrassment of empty seats on national television. The supporters are sending a loud, clear, and expensive message to the general manager and the coaching staff. They are saying, if you try to outsmart the game of basketball, if you deliberately park our superstar in the corner, or if you refuse to protect her from dirty plays, we are keeping our money in our pockets. To be completely honest, the front office is the only one at fault. This disaster is their fault. Do you recall the time your boy went outside? Do you recall Sandy Brondello's dismissal? I came on here and thought, a Fever needs to go get her right now, immediately. All of this was experienced by her. First of all, she has been quite outspoken about how much she loves Caitlin Clark. 2. Accustomed to working with celebrities in a prominent environment. Jonquil Jones, Sabrina, and Brianna are all on the same squad up in New York. 2 years ago, I won a championship. We have to think about the off-season. We need to look at the huge mistakes that led us here. When this squad was looking for a new head coach, the perfect candidate was just waiting for a call. Sandy Brondello. Sandy Brondello has a history of winning WNBA championships. Examples of generational superstars include Sabrina Ionescu, Jonquil Jones, and Brianna Stewart. Additionally, she is a coach who is adept at handling a locker room full of big egos and intense media pressure. Most importantly, Sandy Brondello has often recognized in public that Caitlin Clark is a talented basketball player, but she does understand the modern game. The Indiana Fever's front office decided to follow their own path. Elite NBA front office brains were ignored. After bringing in Stephanie, they ignored the obvious history of victories. Now, they are desperately spending thousands of dollars on PR campaigns to convince you that their choice was the right one. Take a listen to this heartbreaking message from a former superfan who has given up. This year, I stopped following the Fever because of the coach and front office. I can't say that I've ever seen heat waves or dolphins. It's ride or die. Despite their issues with the coaches and front office, they never loved the Fever. Goodbye. Whoa. Whoa. This individual is crushing it in terms of flair and intelligence on the squad. Half of these players cannot be coached by this woman. Because of this, she is unable to make plays work for Clark, a naive hack who would play CC as a forward. Then there's the comment that perfectly captures the tactical fear of the entire fan base. The team's brains and flair are being destroyed by this person. This woman is unable to coach half of these athletes. Because of this, she is unable to make plays work for Clark. Who would be a forward for CC? A stupid hacker would. Fever Nation has been totally alienated. Fans feel ignored. The GM survey results greatly offend them. The absurdly offensive fines infuriate them. Additionally, they are adamantly refusing to be duped by Instagram clapping videos. The most recent roster reductions: Megan McConnell is no longer with us. Jessica Timmons is no longer with us. The last 12 players have been confirmed. Preseason explanations are no longer acceptable, and the front management has nowhere to escape. There is more to Saturday than just another game on the schedule. It's no longer just opening night. It's now a massive, intensely stressful, high-stakes referendum on Stephanie White, the head coach and executive staff of the Indiana Fever. If the Indiana Fever play half-court basketball on Saturday and Caitlin Clark spends the entire first quarter standing on the wing while someone else holds the ball, the Boo Birds will be raining from the rafters in their own arena. If this team struggles from the beginning and the Fever are sitting at a mediocre 7 wins and 8 defeats at the 15-game point, this fan rebellion will become a full-fledged, unstoppable phenomena. The executives who recruited Stephanie White will be right there with her on the hottest seat in the entire sports world. There's not much time left. The PR games are officially over. Social media cannot be used to establish a successful culture. On the court, you have to prove it. I would like to know exactly where you are right now. Please use the comment section below to express your opinion.